When you look at the two frontrunners right now in the Republican primary, Ted Cruz and Donald Trump, just yesterday, Trump had hired a California political director, and meanwhile, Cruz has had an apparatus set up in California for over a year now, and he's been working these, taking months to identify where the most delegate-rich areas are, working to put in some groundwork there, and as a result, the Sacramento Bee shows that it's not going to be a quick sweep for Donald Trump, which he needs if he's expected to walk in with 1237 into Cleveland. When I look at your book and then I look at how, in the context of these two campaign strategies, I see one strategy from one campaign that really understands what you're trying to get at with your book and the kind of the warning that you're also imparting to readers in this. And then I look at another campaign and I think, well, how can you just hire a political director yesterday when we're going to be coming up on the California, the primary in a matter of weeks?
It's a good demonstration of why it's important to have that type of grand organization and why you can't just drop in a few weeks before an election and expect it to work well. That was what Republicans did in 2008 and 2012. They'd parachute a couple of people in a couple of months ahead of election. They'd open an office, they'd pass out some literature, and as soon as the election was over, they closed up shop and moved on. And that's the model that we've seen from Donald Trump. Now, the difference is that Donald Trump has kind of confounded political experts already this cycle, and a lot of people are saying, well, you know, maybe the sheer force of his personality is enough to turn out voters and get them to sweep him to victory and Republicans to victory. But the problem is you have to be able to do it in places like Florida, Virginia, North Carolina, where the types of voters that you're going to find are different than they were 12 years ago. And the situations that they face are different than they were 12 years ago. And so you have to go and find out what those voters want. And that's what, you know, Ted Cruz obviously has had that type of organization. That's the type of thing that Republicans are going to have to do in a general election. And so we're coming down to a contested convention, likely a contested convention, and delegates are going to have to make a choice as to which direction they want to go.